Check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Check.
Kool TV proudly presents Kentucky Christian University basketball as the Kool Hit Sports Network brings you coverage of the KCU Knights live from Grayson, Kentucky. Now let's head to Ron Arnett Court for Countdown to Tip-Off and KCU basketball live on Kool TV.
And a pleasant good afternoon from the campus of Kentucky Christian University, Ron Arnett Court here in Grayson, Kentucky. Welcome into Countdown to Tip-Off on Kool TV. James Carr, happy to have you along with us here as the KCU Knights welcome in the Tennessee Wesleyan Bulldogs here in this AAC NAIA basketball tip. Both teams come in with the records of 3-6. Tennessee's Wesleyan 3-5 in conference play, KCU 1-4. Both teams nursing losses on their last times out. The Bulldogs fell to Union 76-69. As for KCU, they fell to CIU here last Saturday 80-76. KCU was supposed to have played Bluefield this past Thursday night as a part of a men and women's doubleheader. Bluefield was not able to travel due to illness in their program, so that game has been rescheduled to this coming Thursday. So they'll play Reinhardt here as a men and women's doubleheader on Tuesday night, and then on Thursday night they'll play the Bluefield game. That game will start at 6:30. Our countdown to tip-off coverage will begin at 6:10 here on Kool TV. But this one should be a dandy. Both of the teams, numbers-wise, line up pretty comparably. Tennessee Wesleyan scoring at right at 68 a game, giving up 74. KCU averaging 68 a game, giving up 69. So there's some comparable opponents as well. Those favor Tennessee Wesleyan, but there was only one that was kind of stood out amongst the others, and that was a game against U-Pike. KCU lost that game 91-50, and Tennessee Wesleyan won that game 72-70. So everything else, though, the games were pretty comparable, but we'll see how things line up here tonight as KCU is still trying to find its footing, and Coach Charles Pack in what you would call his first year with some of his players that he's brought in from the recruitment side, but we'll see how things roll as we get this one rolling here in just a few moments. The pieces that will be out today for KCU, though, Kirk Pence, he will miss another game due to injury, and Caleb Raymer also will not play tonight. So a couple of new looks in the starting lineup and a couple faces as well due to some disciplinary issues, I was told. So maybe not your typical starting lineup that you have been accustomed to seeing here for the Knights, but either way, There's no question about it. They go deep on the bench, and they roll all the players out. And that's the same thing you're going to see from this Bulldogs team. There's not a player that averages double figures on the season. But of the 13 that I have listed here on my spotting board, every single one of them can contribute at some form or fashion. So Ray Stone, the head coach there for the Bulldogs, he's got plenty of weapons to bring in here against this Knights team, and this one should be a dandy. I expect this one to probably be an up-and-down basketball game, and we'll probably see scores that will jump quickly up into the 70s and the 80s before this one comes to an end. All right, we'll take a break. We come back, we'll take a look at the visitors on the scoreboard, the Tennessee Wesleyan Bulldogs, as we continue our coverage. You're on Countdown to Kick tip-off on the Kool Sports Network.
Rev up your autumn adventure and refuel at Clark's Pump and Shop. Make a pit stop and treat yourself to our assortment of snacks and drinks. Clark's Pump and Shop has the perfect treats to satisfy your fall cravings. From our seasonal lattes and iced coffees to specialty donuts and desserts. Don't just fuel up your vehicle, fuel your taste buds at Clark's Pump and Shop, your ultimate road companion. Clark's Pump and Shop. Return, refresh, refuel.
If you're looking for a complete discount pharmacy with old-fashioned service and excellent prices, look no more. Since 1979, Stultz Pharmacy has provided our area with the finest in pharmacy care, 24-hour emergency prescription service, free delivery, and drive-through service for prescriptions. Stultz Pharmacy continues to fill all of your expectations. They carry a nice selection of gift items. For hometown service, see the professionals at Stultz Pharmacy in Greenup. More than you expect from a pharmacy.
Stultz Pharmacy.
River Cities Builders is a licensed general contractor specializing in commercial and industrial projects, and they have a history and reputation of providing top-notch expertise through their experienced and devoted workforce. River Cities Builders also is a gas facility maintenance company offering petroleum equipment maintenance and EMV compliant upgrades for smart payment terminals, and they offer 24 hours, 7 days a week emergency service. Call 606-473-4112 or visit rivercitiesbuildersinc.com.
When you have business away from home or a planned event far from your comfort zone, you're probably going to need a little help. Let A&A Porta Potties assist you with all your portable toilet needs. Whether on a construction site, planning for an outdoor wedding, or any other outdoor event, A&A Porta Potties are here to assist you. A&A Porta Potties also rents out storage containers, office containers, cooling fans, tables, and chairs. A&A Porta Potties, there is no event too big or too small for us to accommodate you.
Back here at Kentucky Christian University and Ron Arnett Court as we get you set for the Knights and the Bulldogs here in this Saturday afternoon matinee. Let's take a look at the visitors on the scoreboard. Tennessee Wesleyan Bulldogs, 3-6 on the season, 3-5 in conference play. And as I was going through my research last night, preparing for the game, something that really jumped out is that they do not have a single player that averages double figures. And that's something that is, especially at the collegiate level, you just don't see that often. But that shows with Ray Stone and what he can do as he brings players off the bench. They don't get production that falls off. Amari Young, he's one of the starting five. He averages 8.8 a game. He leads the team. Ty Hurst, who is another starting guard, he's at 8.3 a game. But you drop down, you get Jay Reed. He'll be in the starting rotation at 7 a game. Keyshawn McPherson, 7.6. Kobe Pride will round things out at 7.8. So, you look at your starters, and you've got 3 guys that's going to average right at 9 a game, and then 2 other guys that's going to average 8 a game. So you're already, just from your starting 5, looking at around 47 to 50 points a night on a given night. Now, on the backside of that, they've got several players that can kick in 3, 4, 5 points an evening. And when you have those options to where you roll guys out and they find a way to stick the ball in the bucket, it allows that point total to really get after it. So the one thing that I think that jumped out at me the most about this team is the rebounding margin. They average roughly about 36 a game, giving up nearly 39, but KCU's only averaging 31 a game, but they're only giving up 28. So I think the war on the glass today will be huge in this basketball game. Second chance opportunities are going to be big as well. But you look at a team and the Bulldogs and the many players that they have with them, you certainly can't say, well, we're going to try to get in their legs and run them out of the gymnasium. because they're just going to run new legs at you from every facet of the game. So both teams today will start a 4-guard lineup. They'll have one big man. The Bulldogs will execute a center and Kobe Pride. KCU will execute a forward in D'Angelo Stockstill. So 6'9" versus 6'7" in the post. Everything else will be guards throughout the ball game. So this one should be a dandy. We're excited to be here to bring you the coverage of this one as well. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll take a look at the home team, the KCU Knights, as we get you ready for the Bulldogs and the Knights here on Countdown to Tip-Off on the Kool Sports Network.
At First National Bank, we strive to make every person that walks through our doors feel like family, because to us, you are. For over 120 years, we have lived in and served the families of Kentucky with genuine care through the good times and the bad. Come and see the difference banking with family can truly make for you at any of our 7 locations or visit our website at www.fnbgrayson.com. First National Bank, member FDIC.
When you want real, authentic Mexican menu items, you want Tres Hermanos Nunez. Accept no substitutes. None compares. Fajitas, tacos, burritos, quesadillas, chimichangas, even vegetarian choices. A kids menu, desserts, and salads. A tasty, budget-pleasing selection for you and your family, unlike any others. Should be your first and only choice for authentic Mexican all throughout the tri-state. Ashland, Greenup, Grayson, Painesville, Canova, South Point, Olive Hill, and Cannonsburg. Tres Hermanos Nunez, the best around. Kentucky Christian University is a private, nonprofit university located in the beautiful foothills of eastern Kentucky in Grayson. KCU offers both undergraduate and graduate programs, including the Teacher Leader Master of Arts in Education degree. They also have an array of competitive sports. Kentucky Christian University is committed to focusing on Christ while helping students build character and prepare for their future careers. Visit kcu.edu to learn more or to schedule a visit to campus. Not only is State Senator Robin Webb proud to support and congratulate our youth in all their endeavors in and out of the classroom, but your State Senator Robin Webb is also proud to support and work for all the adults in her district. Robin Webb strives to put forth the best for youth and adults alike. Whether it's in Frankfort or here at home in her district, know that Robin Webb puts you first in all of her decisions she makes. State Senator Robin Webb strives harder every day to make Kentucky a better place to work, live, and have fun.
Back here on Countdown to Tip-Off on Kool TV as we get you set for KCU and Tennessee Wesleyan. Let's take a look at the home team on the scoreboard, the KCU Knights. 3-6 on the season, 1-4 in conference play. They've lost 4 consecutive, hoping to snap that here this afternoon against this Bulldogs team. And they're going to have a kind of a different-looking lineup to go with, as they've got a couple players out of the rotation and a couple players that will not start due to disciplinary actions. So you will see a different starting 5 than what's been accustomed to. And one of those will be the guy that's going to be on the guard. Race to board will not start for the team tonight after a season-high 20-point outpouring in the loss to CIU. So Jaden Lloyd will run the point, the 5'8 freshman out of Lake Wells, Florida, averaging 7.2 a game. He'll run the point today. Looking at the players on the floor, much like what I was talking about with TWU, that they've got a lot of guys that contribute, but no guys in double figures. Well, KCU has one of those, and that's D'Angelo Stockstill. 16 points, 8.5 rebounds, a sophomore out of Inkster, Michigan. He has been a kind of a one-man wrecking machine. Season high, 22 points against Goshen. He had 11 rebounds against Harris Stone. He's only played in 2 games, though, so certainly still trying to find his legs and keep things moving. But I think big things will be looked for him here today in the post with a very guard-heavy lineup between these 2 teams that are going to feed the post. And I think it's going to be more of an outside-in type of offense that we're going to see, of working from the post and try to find it inside and then looking for those kickouts when they get a chance. But Stockstill and Kobe Pride, those are going to be your 2 post players tonight. I think they're going to be an epic showdown between the 2. Looking at the remaining 5 that'll be on the floor, Jalen King Joyner, the junior out of Greensboro, North Carolina, 8 points, 3 rebounds a game. Season high of 19 against St. Andrews. He was only 1.3 rebounds coming off the bench in the loss to CIU. So He'll get the starting nod here today in the place of DeBoard, who will come off the bench a little bit later on. Lemar Northington, freshman out of Hoptown, Kentucky, had 17 points. That was second best on the team in the loss to CIU. That was his season high, averaging just over 6 a game and just under 2 rebounds per contest. DeBoard, the freshman out of Ashland, nearly 10 points a game, 3 rebounds. Season high 20 points that led the team in the loss to CIU. So he'll work off the bench this afternoon and see what this team can put together. Colby Gray had a really good game last time out. 14 points, 2 rebounds coming off the bench, averaging only 4 a game, but the junior out of Bowling Green, he was solid. It was a season high for him as well. So we'll see how things play out here this afternoon. All right, let's take a break. We come back, we'll meet our starting lineups and get you ready for tip-off as we continue our coverage here on Kool TV.
Hello, everyone. I am Rick Clark. Let me introduce you to Carlisle, Annabelle, and Zach.
And as you can tell by these commercials, this family has a lot of fun.
We have a great team here at Clark's.
And we would love for you to join our family.
Whether you're a young person looking for your first job, someone who's looking for extra work, or maybe you're ready to start a career at a growing company, we want to talk to you. To find out more and start the process, go to myclarkspns.com.
Clark's Pump and Shop.
Return,
refresh,
refuel.
If you're looking for a complete discount pharmacy with old-fashioned service and excellent prices, look no more. Since 1979, Stultz Pharmacy has provided our area with the finest in pharmacy care, 24-hour emergency prescription service, free delivery, and drive-through service for prescriptions. Stultz Pharmacy continues to fill all of your expectations. They carry a nice selection of gift items. For hometown service, see the professionals at Stultz Pharmacy in Greenup. More than you expect from a pharmacy.
Stultz Pharmacy.
River Cities Builders is a licensed general contractor specializing in commercial and industrial projects, and they have a history and reputation of providing top-notch expertise through their experienced and devoted workforce. River Cities Builders also is a gas facility maintenance company offering petroleum equipment maintenance and EMV compliant upgrades for smart payment terminals, and they offer 24 hours, 7 days a week emergency service. Call 606-473-4112 or visit rivercitiesbuildersinc.com.
When you have business away from home or a planned event far from your comfort zone, you're probably going to need a little help. Let A&A Porta Potties assist you with all your portable toilet needs. Whether on a construction site, planning for an outdoor wedding, or any other outdoor event, A&A Porta Potties are here to assist you. A&A Porta Potties also rents out storage containers, office containers, cooling fans, tables, and chairs. A&A Porta Potties, there is no event too big or too small for us to accommodate you.
Back here on Countdown to Tip-Off as we get you set for Tennessee Wesleyan and KCU. It's been our starting lineups. We'll start first with the visiting Bulldogs. 4 guards and a center in the backcourt. It'll look like this. A 6'5 junior out of Birmingham, Alabama, number 4, Jay Reed. He's joined by a 6' junior from Lawrenceburg, Tennessee, number 13, Amari Young. Also there, a 6'6 Frosh out of Powder Springs, Georgia, number 22, Keyshawn McPherson. And rounding things out, a 6'5 junior out of Knoxville, Tennessee, number 30, Ty Hurst. In the front court, the lone man, 6'9 junior from Unionville, Tennessee, number 24, Colby Pride. What's up, Mr. Sutton? How you doing, my man? Now let's take a look at the KCU Knights. Charlie Pack, head coach. It'll look like this, 4 guard alignment as well. 5'8 Frosh out of Lake Wales, Florida, number 0, Jaden Lloyd. He's joined by a 6'4 junior from Greensboro, North Carolina, number 4, Jalen King Joyner. 6'2 Frosh out of Hoptown, number 11, Lemar Northington. And rounding things out in the backcourt, a 6'6 senior from Greenville, Mississippi, is number 35, George Robertson. And then the lone man in the front court, 6'7 redshirt sophomore from Inkster, Michigan, number 10, D'Angelo Stockstill. Knights will be in the gray jerseys today. Tennessee Wesleyan in the blue and the white. Our officiating crew for this afternoon's game, Nathan Sutton, Tony Gray, and Brad Ledley. Good crew here this afternoon. Again, Tuesday night, doubleheader, men and women. Women will start at 5:30, men at 7:30, 7:45, probably around there. Then the men will play again on Thursday. That was a game that was originally for last Thursday, but Bluefield was not able to travel due to illness within the program, so They did not travel with the women, so they'll play that game on Thursday night. You catch all those games right here on Kool TV. If you're first time with us here on Kool TV and have not done so, hit that subscribe button, give us a thumbs up, and hit that little bell. And each time we put out a new broadcast, you'll get an alert for that. But all the home games for both the men and women live right here on the exclusive home for Knights basketball, Kool TV. So a few things to tidy up before we get things ready to go. So we'll take our final break, and when we return, we'll get you set. It's the Bulldogs of the Knights from Ron Arnett Court here in Grayson, Kentucky after this on Kool TV.
When you want real, authentic Mexican menu items, you want Tres Hermanos Nunez. Accept no substitutes. None compares. Fajitas, tacos, burritos, quesadillas, chimichangas, even vegetarian choices. A kids menu, desserts, and salads. A tasty, budget-pleasing selection for you and your family, unlike any others. Should be your first and only choice for authentic Mexican all throughout the tri-state. Ashland, Greenup, Grayson, Painesville, Canova, South Point, Olive Hill, and Cannonsburg. Tres Hermanos Nunez, the best around. Kentucky Christian University is a private, nonprofit university located in the beautiful foothills of eastern Kentucky in Grayson. KCU offers both undergraduate and graduate programs, including the Teacher Leader Master of Arts in Education degree. They also have an array of competitive sports. Kentucky Christian University is committed to focusing on Christ while helping students build character and prepare for their future careers. Visit kcu.edu to learn more or to schedule a visit to campus.
At First National Bank, we strive to make every person that walks through our doors feel like family, because to us, you are. For over 120 years, we have lived in and served the families of Kentucky with genuine care through the good times and the bad. Come and see the difference banking with family can truly make for you at any of our 7 locations, or visit our website at www.fnbgrayson.com. First National Bank, member FDIC.
Not only is State Senator Robin Webb proud to support and congratulate our youth in all their endeavors in and out of the classroom, but your State Senator Robin Webb is also proud to support and work for all the adults in her district. Robin Webb strives to put forth the best for youth and adults alike. Whether it's in Frankfort or here at home in her district, know that Robin Webb puts you first in all of her decisions she makes. State Senator Robin Webb strives harder every day to make Kentucky a better place to work, live, and have fun.
Back here in Grayson as the starting lineup's being announced. Again, for the Bulldogs of Tennessee Wesleyan, it'll be Jay Reed, Amari Young, Keyshawn McPherson, Kobe Pride, and Ty Hurst. They'll be decked out in the blue and white tonight with the Tennessee Wesleyan written across the chest, the white numerals on the front and the back. For KCU, well, first off, a look at the Bulldogs. Again, 3-6, 3-5 in conference play. Ray Stone, the head coach. They shoot it roughly 40% from the field, 29% from beyond the arc, 70% from the charity stripe. That was something that was very good, but something they've not done this year. They have not won a game on the road. They're 0-5, so the Knights trying to snap a 4-game losing streak with the team coming in that's lost 5 consecutive on the road. So certainly hopeful that the Knights can do that here today and pick up win number 4 on the season, as well as pick up that second conference win and a 1-4 mark. Now let's meet the starting lineups for the KCU Knights. Charlie Pack. It'll be in the backcourt, Jaden Lloyd, Jalen King Joyner, Lemar Northington, and George Robertson. And in the front court is number 10, D'Angelo Stockstill. Knights in the gray jerseys today with the red and black stripings. Kentucky Christian across the chest with the red numerals on the front and the back. Knights shoot it 39% from the field, 31% from beyond the arc, but tough number here, 59% from the charity stripe. Only averaging 31 rebounds a game, but only giving up 28, and that was one of the things that was really a bugaboo for them last season. But the last time out here against CIU, and that's 4-point loss, they got dominated on the glass, 41-23. Points in the paint favor the visitors, 44-32 as well. So second chance points was a really big number that jumped out at me on that one, 17-3 favoring the visitors. So again, our crew for the officials tonight: Nathan Sutton, Tony Gray, and Brad Ludley. Bulldogs will work it from left to right as you'll view it on your screen. As Kobe Pride, the 6'9 junior from Unionville, Tennessee, will be at the midcourt stripe, and he'll be joined there by George Robertson, 6'6 senior from Greenville, Mississippi. Nathan Sutton steps in. Ball goes in the air, tipped back toward the Knights, and KCU will control it near the midcourt stripe on the tip ball back up to Robertson. Lloyd going baseline, brings it out into the corner. That's Northington. Man-to-man pressure being applied by the Bulldogs. Hand off to Northington. Looks at the double team, feeds it inside. Robertson tries to go down underneath. Had a man on the baseline there. That was Lloyd, and a whistle and a foul. And we'll get Robertson on the reach in, his first, team's first. So Bulldogs' first possession of the ball game. As the guard out of Lawrenceburg, Tennessee, Mar Young dribbles it in the front court, feeds it on to the post. That's down to Pride. He'll launch it back out here. 15 on the shot clock. Gets a screen, starts to penetrate, drops it back off to Pride. 17-footer from the keyholes, nothing but net. Kobe Pride knocks home the jumper, 2-0. Bulldogs. Jalen Lloyd into the front court. Heavy pressure there by Young. Handoff, pitches it right back. That's off to King Joyner. Now Northington working off a screen, left of point. 15 on the shot clock as Stockstill makes his first touch. Lloyd will reset it from the point, 10 on the shot clock. Finds penetration out into the corner. 3-ball on the way from King Joyner. In and out, no. The ball is halfway down. Rebound Young. He'll pitch it ahead. Hurst in transition, slams on the break, drops it out to Pride. Pride off the window, too stiff. Rebound KCU. Here they come, down 2-0. King Joyner into the front court. Northington steps through. That's Lloyd for three, no. Jay Reed controls the action, brings it ahead with a 2-0 lead. 90 seconds gone here in the opening half. Back in there by Jay Reed. Shot is up. Strong rebound underneath as Jalen King Joyner had it. It was raked out of bounds. It'll stay with the Knights as Ty Hurst takes a spill. They'll reset the shot clock back to 30 as the ball was not controlled out of bounds. So Lloyd, again, heavy man-to-man pressure that has been shown here by both of these teams, as now McPherson will really come out and get on Robertson. Here's King Joyner in the lane. A little double pump there, fighting for his own rebound. Had it, but he can't control it back to his team as Hurst gets it back ahead. They've got numbers, a 3-on-5. Going to the rack, and a step through to the rack is Keyshawn McPherson, the frosh out of Powder Springs, Georgia. And then Stockstill stops, gets his own rebound, double teamed underneath, can't finish there, turns, puts it back up, still doesn't go home. 3 looks there by Stockstill through a lot of contact, no whistle. 4-0. Bulldogs in front of the Knights. Near side Reed. Feeds it off there to Young. Young underneath the Hurst. Hurst steps through off the glass. Good. Ty Hurst makes it 6-0. Robertson with the handoff off to a long 3 from Northington. That was off the mark badly right. 6-point lead for the Bulldogs. Chance to add to it on this trip. Here comes Race to Board off the bench. Hurst had it, lost it, gets it back. Feeds it inside now as McPherson can't get it to go home. Knights still looking for their first bucket, down 6. Lloyd in transition. Northington from the elbow, right side, too stiff. Pride with a rebound, hands it off to Young. He'll race it ahead. Knights still in a man-to-man. Down in the corner, nearly threw it out of bounds there. McPherson really had to stretch. 15 on the shot clock as Young will reset. Trying to work on Lloyd, steps through, out to the corner. 3 from Reed's on the way, no. Backside rebound there by Kobe Pride, and 20 seconds, and then he looks up and finds Reed that gets loose on the baseline. 8-0, timeout KCU. So a 30-second timeout requested here with 6:13 to play in the opening half of basketball. Race to board will check in. The 6'1 Frosh out of Ashland, averaging 9 points, 3 rebounds a game. Had a season high in that loss to CIU, and we'll see what he can bring to the table by jumping on this floor here. Looking at the last time out for the Knights, they shot it well from the field, 47%, 35% from beyond the arc of 6-17. But here this afternoon, for the moment, they're 0 of 7. It's almost like they caught the same shooting bug that the women had. Women were 0 of 17 in the win over Bluefield the other night, but their defense was remarkable. They forced 32 turnovers in the winning effort. So Stockstill and King Joyner will step off. DeBoard comes onto the floor. Also in is Eric Sanders, redshirt junior from Detroit, Michigan. Here's Northington. Tries to lob it down underneath and throws it out of bounds. He was looking for Lloyd, who was streaking to the basket. He was wide open, but his 5'8 frame was led too far. So another turnover. Third of the basketball game for this Knights team. 4 minutes gone here in the opening half. 8-0 Bulldogs. Lloyd hounding Young out top of the key. Now a little weave. Hurst works off a screen. 16-footer from the right elbow is no good. Ball tipped around. There's Kobe Pride, who puts it back up and in. He has 4. It's a 10-0 lead. DeBoard off the wing, gets in the lane, kicks it out of the corner. 3 ball and a spot up. No good. Hurst tries to feed it ahead, and he'll force a turnover. Knights have numbers. Lloyd knifing his way to the basket. Kicks it out to the corner. Spot up 3 from Northington. Left corner, no. Nice box out on the baseline there by Young. He'll kick it ahead. Jay Reed out in transition, fighting for the basketball. Nearly takes out the official, and they're going to get Eric Sanders on the foul, his first team second. Amari Young will trigger in, lobs it inside to Jay Reed. Reed working in front of DeBoard, goes into a double team, left that one up. Young with a baseline rebound. Up and under move is good. Amari Young's first points of the ball game. It's 12-0. Here comes Colby Gray getting ready to check in off the bench. Nice 0 for 9 from the field, 0 for 5 from beyond the arc. And then we get a whistle and a foul away from the basketball. That was as Sanders was curling off the screen, and they'll get that one on McPherson, his first, team's first. Here comes Gray, the junior from Bowling Green, as he'll replace Jaden Lloyd. Robertson takes the lob. Out top of the key now, as DeBoard will run the point. DeBoard, nice take to the rack and is fouled. And Race DeBoard will go to the line and shoot 2. They'll get the foul on Ty Hurst, his first team second. DeBoard a 75% free throw shooter on the season. Nice looking for their first points here. DeBoard's first one's too stiff. Here comes Jalen King Jr. back on. He'll replace Northington. $12-0, 14:41 to play here in the opening half. DeBoard's second free throw finds its mark. So the first points of the contest for the Knights, so they finally get the lid off the canister. They're down 11. Young near side of Reed. 3 ball on the way, good. McPherson burns the twine off. 15-1 Bulldogs, they can't miss. Here's Robertson. Hands it off to DeBoard. DeBoard lost the handle on the peel. Hurst is going to take it to the rack, go up, and a finger roll is good. Hurst's 4th point of the ball game. Then Hurst forces a turnover, tries to feed it underneath, and it's kicked out of bounds. Here comes Stockstill off the bench. That knocked the possession arrow off the table on the far sideline. So D'Angelo Stockstill returning for KCU. 17-1. Bulldogs leading it here early on. Here's Reed trying to get to the rack. Young Off the right side, can't get the friendly roll. And then they have Knights lose it underneath as Young's right there to pick it away. Hurst, straightaway threes on the way, front iron short, gets his own rebound. Nobody boxes out, draws contact. He's going to the line. They'll get that one on race to board. That's his first, team's third. And Ty Hurst, an 89.5% free throw shooter, to the line for two. 13:41 to play here in the opening period. KCU without a field goal. First one is up, is good. 5 points for the junior. DeBoard off, back in is King Joyner. Emmanuel Dombey checking in. 6'8" junior out of Toronto, Canada. His first action. So both of those go home. Hurst will take a seat. Stratton Lavorne, sophomore from Shelbyville, Tennessee, comes into the ballgame. His first action. 18-point lead here for the Bulldogs early on. They are burning it up from the field. They're 8 of 16. Here's King Joyner. Curls to the rack and finishes at the rim. King Joyner gets the Knights' first field goal in 10 tries, 19-3. And the defense has got to step up and try to start cutting into this deficit. Here's Caden Hardwick, who come in there in the timeout as well. Here's McPherson down in the corner, top of the key 10. McPherson has it taken away as the Knights get on the floor and create the turnover. And then the alternating possession arrow. Nope, we'll get a timeout for KCU. So they'll burn their second timeout, so they have 4 remaining. And in the men, you have 6 total. So on your screen there, as you see, now you've got 4 dots lit up there by the Knights. So they don't light up on our screen until we get down to 4. Typically it's 5 on the stuff that's going along. So, but Tennessee Wesleyan, 8 of 16 from the field, 1 of 3 from beyond the arc. Right now they're out rebounding the Knights 11-6. Stay tuned with us at the half. We'll check out the scoring and stats of this game. Knights will be back in action on Tuesday night in a men and women's doubleheader here with Reinhardt. 5:30 tip-off. That's a 5:10 countdown to tip-off pregame show. And they'll play Bluefield on Thursday. That game at 6:30. 7 minutes gone here in the opening half. Knights down a bunch. Trying to claw back in it here with the basketball out of the timeout. Robertson on the handoff to King Joyner. Down to the corner. Stockstill wants to go dribble drive on the baseline. Looks at a double team. And it was knocked out of bounds by the Bulldogs. Here's Nashawn Jones, senior from Stone Mountain, Georgia, coming in for McPherson. That was something I was talking about with Ray Stone's team, is he's going to run a lot of bodies at you. And really good job there by Lavorne, knocking that one out of bounds there as they were trying to get it to Northington down in the corner. Here's a shot blocked away as that was from Dombey. Lavorne gives it up. Right side Jones. Now Ty Runyon, who checks in on that last dead ball. Dombey out of between the rings. Knights helping off the screens. They want to go to Dombey down on the post. They do so. Out to the corner. Three's on the way. No. Robertson with a strong rebound there in front of Dombey. Knights want to run. They'll curl it out in the corner. Spot up threes on the way. Yes. Jalen King Joyner knocks home the 5th point of the ball game. He has all 5 from the field. 19-6. Jones feeds it off to Lavorne. Down to the keyhole, Dombey. Tried to throw it out and throws it out of bounds. So Knights turning up the defensive pressure. They're only the 3rd time or turnover, and then a hockey line change as here comes the starting 5 back on the floor for the Bulldogs. That's a good thing to have as a coach when you can turn around and say 5 go. I got a smile out of Amari Young on that one. He gave a look over here. Colby Gray, front court, and a whistle and a foul. As they'll get that one on Jay Reed. That's his first, team foul number 3. So 3 team fouls each way. Stockstill to trigger in. Northington gives it up to Robertson. Nice feed there on the slip screen, down to Stockstill in the paint. He'll bring it off to Gray. Left side three's off the mark. Reed with the rebound, racing ahead, a 13-point edge. Approaching 11.5 to go. Here's Young. Works to the right side and throws it right into the hands. Great defensive pressure there by Northington, taking away that skip pass they wanted to go into the corner. Robertson steps in, 19-footer from the keyholes, twine. George Robertson's first bucket of the ball game, and a timeout now by the Bulldogs. As a 30-second timeout cuts the lead to 11. With 11:22 to play here in the opening half. So after going 1 of 10 from the field, they missed their first 9. Or 3 of 13 are the Knights. 3 of 14 from the field, now 1 of 7 from beyond the arc. This is a team that's shooting at above 30%. The Bulldogs are under 30% at 29, but they're 1 of 4. 13-7 right now, rebounding advantage in favor of the Bulldogs. KCU's turned it over 5 times. The Bulldogs have turned it into 10 points. They've got the rock. They'll bring it across the midcourt stripe as we approach 11 minutes to go. There's Pride off to Hurst. Goes back to Pride on the baseline. Lost the handle on the rock or the basketball for just a second. Nice spin move. Turns off the window. Good. Kobe Pride, 6th point of the ball game. 21-8. That's the answer there by the Bulldogs out of the timeout. Gray into the front court. King Joyner in between the rings. Steps through, goes off to the corner. Spot up 3 on the way by Gray. That one's too stiff. Hurst with a rebound. Feeds it out near side. And Jay Reed will be calling for a travel. Here comes Peyton West, a junior from Cookeville, Tennessee, checking in for his first action. He'll replace McPherson. Chance can cut. The Knights can cut it to 10 with a 3 on this trip. There's King Joyner. Off the Northern, Ball tipped out of bounds, and it's going back to Tennessee Wesleyan. Northington, 17 points. That was a season high for him, averaging 7. Per outing has not found the bottom of the bucket just thus far. Knights struggling from the field. Here's Hurst, wants to penetrate, cut off there. Stops in the lane. West, fadeaway baseline jumper, no. Robertson, strong rebound, halfway home here in the first half. 21-8. Bulldogs in front of the Knights. Gray gets a screen from Robertson. Has it raked out from behind, and right there's Kobe Pride to pick it away. Hurst with a 2-on-1. He'll take it right at Robertson with a finger roll, no good. But the follow there by Jay Reed puts it up and in. His 4th point of the night, 23-8. Here comes Lloyd, and DeBoard will check in out of the next dead ball situation. King Joyner goes right, off to Gray. 15 on the shot clock. Robertson out between the ring, gives it off to Gray. Pulls the trigger, straightaway 3's good. Colby Gray, his first points of the ball game. Had a season high 14 points in the loss to CIU. Here's Pride on the baseline. Working on Robertson, gives it off now to Reed. Reed spins in the lane, and he's fouled. So that'll be on King Joyner, his first team's 4th. And Jay Reed will step to the line and shoot 2. With 9:02 to go in the first half clock. Reed a 62% free throw shooter, averaging 7 points, 4 rebounds a game. 2 points, 2 rebounds in the loss to Union last time out. First one's on the way, stiff, 2 deal. There's Lloyd and DeBoard back on. Robertson and King Joyner will take a seat for the Knights. Our crew this afternoon, our executive producers Felicia Collier, up top on the cameras, Cam Bryan. Happy to have everyone here with us this afternoon here in Grayson. Second free throw doesn't go home. DeBoard fights for the rebound. See if the Knights can cut into it on this trip. Lloyd racing it ahead, finally gets cut off. Tries to feed it back out to DeBoard. He was spotted up but couldn't haul it in as the ball nearly got away. Stockstill takes it to the right side off to Northington. Now back to Lloyd. They'll work at left side, 15 on the shot clock. Here's Gray. DeBoard will come and get it, reset it. 9 on the shot clock. DeBoard gets to the rack, puts it in the right hand and finishes. Third point of the ball game for DeBoard, leads down to 10. Young being hounded by Lloyd out top of the key. Young gets it back. Pride wanted it on the baseline. It was knocked out of bounds there by Stockstill. Stay with the Bulldogs, 14 on the shot clock. Leading by 10, a stop and a score here could get KCU down into single digits. Here's a feed inside. Nice job there by Reed to corral it back into himself after it got lost. His 6th point of the night goes home. Back to a 12-point edge. Stockstill feeds it off to Gray. He's had a hot touch. He's got another one on the way. That one won't go home. Pride Skies for the rebound. Young curls off the elbow. Floater on the baseline, left that one short. Stockstill takes it away, and then he tried to outlet out to DeBoard and turns it over. Here's a floater down the center of the lane. That one's no good by West, and a whistle and a foul. We're going the other way. That was on Peyton West, his first team's 4th. So both teams with 4 personal fouls in the opening half. 7:38 to play here in the first half. Lloyd beats the pressure from Young in the backcourt. He's got numbers. Out to DeBoard. DeBoard wants to attack. Goes back out to Lloyd. Spot up 3 from the corner. Got it. Jaden Lloyd's first points of the ball game leads down to 9. First time the Knights have been within single digits in a long time. After the Bulldogs open up a huge lead to start this contest after KCU missed their first 9 shots, and then DeBoard nearly forcing a turnover on the left side. Here's Keyshawn McPherson checking back in for Ty Hurst. Young to trigger in, lobs it in to Pride. He'll take it in the Kehoe, gives it back to Young. Young, a little hesitation move. Pump, goes to the right side and gets the roll. His 4th point of the ball game. Pushes the lead back to 11. Gray right in front of Ray Stone. Gives it off to Stockstill. He rips it through, takes it to the corner. Left side 3's on the way. No. Really good look there by Northington. It doesn't go home. Young racing it ahead. Goes to the rack, and that's travel. Now they'll get a jump ball. They'll say that the tie-up was there on the baseline, so it'll stay with the Bulldogs. Alternating aerial possession favoring them. Northington comes off. King Joyner back in. 6:46 on arrested clock here in the first half. It's been all Bulldogs. Knights had it down to 9. Now Young with a little reverse scoop shot, counted and 1. They'll get the foul on King Joyner. That's his 2nd, team's 5th. So Amari Young, 73.7% free throw shooter. Gets that one to roll home. 7 points for him. He's just about a 1.5 underneath his season average of 9. Just under 9. Lloyd spins off to the board. Board wants to attack. Reverses it back out to Lloyd. Long 3, right side, front iron short. Knights 3 of 13 from beyond the arc. Down by 14 again after cutting it to 9. West from the point, feeds it near side Reed. Here's Young. Curls off a screen from Pride. Hesitation move, tied up on the baseline. 10 on the shot clock. Down in the corner, 3 ball is an air ball. Loose on the baseline, and Stockstill fights it away. Nice job there by him to wrestle it off the ground. DeBoard in a hurry, just got away with a carry. Kicks it out into the corner. Can't finish at the rim as Gray. Pride with another rebound. Inside of 6 to go. And a reach-in foul underneath as Lloyd will get called for the personal, his first team 6th. So next foul on KCU will have the Bulldogs shooting bonus. Colby Gray will step off. Here's George Robertson back in. Ty Runyon coming on, the freshman from Athens, Tennessee, replacing Amari Young. Reed wants to go with a lob to Pride. Pride spins. Finger roll at the rim is good. Pride with 8. And the lead is 16. 7-0 run for the Bulldogs. Here's the board. Robertson hands it right back to him. Feeds it back out to Robertson. Long 2 on a step back, no. Rebound clings out to West. A bucket on this trip would give the Bulldogs their largest lead of the contest. Go to the corner. 3 from the wing, yes. As McPherson buries back-to-back triples, he has 8. And it's a 19-point edge, the largest of the ball game. Here's Stockstill. King Joyner in the hole. Now Robertson feeds it back to the board. He'll step into a 3. That one's no good. KCU 3 of 15 from beyond the arc. 3 from the left side, no good. Knights with a quick possession. DeBoard wants to attack. King Joyner wants a 3. He's got it. His second triple. Timeout requested by the Bulldogs as Ray Stone will burn his second 30-second timeout. 35-19 with 4:23 to play here in the opening half. So the next foul on KCU will have the Bulldogs shooting the bonus. Bulldogs still with 2 fouls to give, 3 fouls actually to give before going into the bonus. Again, the men and women a little different. Women, 5 personal fouls and your shooting bonus, double bonus. Men still use the 7 and 10. So at 7 you do 1 and bonus. High school this year making the switch and going to the same rules that the women use. So now in high school basketball across the United States, the NFHS making that rule change. So now at 5 personal fouls, you shoot double bonus, and the team fouls reset at the end of each quarter. The men have stayed strong. They have not changed, and they still are the only team that, before you get into the pros, that executes the one of the bonus. It's the high school level now, 2 fouls. Sean Jones coming in out of the dead ball there. He's tied up in the lane. Goes with a circus shot off the right side that draws window and finds the bottom of the net. His first points. 4 minutes to go here before halftime. DeBoard takes the handoff right side. Crosses over. Lloyd into the paint, double team. 15 on the shot clock. Tied up to Robertson on the right side in front of the Bulldogs bench. Spins, fadeaway shot. Won't go home. Stockstill fighting for the rebound. Gets it underneath. Back to the board. Left side 3's on the way. No. McPherson slows it down. Kicks it back out to Runyon. Now Zaylen Callahan, his first action coming in there out of the dead ball. Also returning is Emmanuel Domby. They'll go in the corner. Runyon wants a 3. That one's front iron short. Nice box out there by King Joyner. DeBoard pushing the pace. Lloyd, a little stutter step. Stockstill fakes it right, comes left. Hook shot in the lane. Yes. D'Angelo Stockstill's first bucket. Down to 16. We'd like to try to see this get down to 10 if you could before going to the locker room. Defense really got to ratchet things up here. Here's Jones. Goes strong to the rack, his 4th. Back to an 18-point edge. Charlie Pack having a word with the official on the far sideline saying he's using an arm bar to get there. Here's Stockstill. Fights to the rack, off the window, too strong. Runyon in transition. Down to the corner. Back to Runyon. Goes to the rack. Has that one blocked away, but right into the hands of Hardwick. It's blocked away. Here's Stockstill. Does not have the numbers. He's still going to attack, and he's to the rack. They'll say he was fouled before the shot got away. As they'll get that one on Emmanuel Ndombi, his first, team's 5th. 2:09 to play in the opening half. 39-21, Bulldogs in front. Jaden Lloyd to bring it in. Looking for that backdoor cutter. They'll go to Board out of the corner. In and out, no. Ndombi with a rebound. 26-16 rebounding edge favoring the visiting Bulldogs. And then a 3-ball from the near side as McPherson buries his 3rd. And we get a warning after the ball goes through for a delay of game. Robertson will step off. Back in is Northington. So once again, Knights getting doubled up here in the first half. 1:55 to play before halftime. Lloyd streaks to the rack, and he is fouled on the way there. Look at that one on Ty Runyon. That's his first, team's 6th. So bonus the rest of the way for both. Here, this 1:50 left to play in the half. Darius Rozier, senior from Detroit, Michigan, checking in. His first action. Bring it out into Stockstill. Nearly got a violation there of getting it in. Stockstill between the rings. 15 on the shot clock. Handoff King Joyner. King Joyner off balance shot, no. Callahan facing the pressure. Crowds it back in on the near sideline. Gets a screen. Streaking to the left side of the basket. Lost it on the way there. 6th turnover. Here's Colby Gray back on for KCU. Stockstill left of point. Finds a lane to the basket. Goes out to the corner. Northington stops back out to Stockstill. Gray steps through. Goes to the left hand off the window. No. Ball tipped around. They'll pitch it ahead. Here's Callahan. Wants to attack. Goes right into Board. Can't get it to go home. Rebound Lloyd. He'll pitch it ahead to Board. DeBoard steps through. Lost it on the way up. And then Gray knocked it out of bounds. It'll stay with Tennessee Wesleyan with 51.9 seconds to play here in the opening half. It's been all Bulldogs in this one. KCU had it down to 9. That's the closest they've been after Bulldogs opened up a sizable double-digit lead early on before the Knights even got off the mat. And here's a ball knocked away. Stockstill reaches in. They feed it off to Stockstill. He'll put it off the glass and good. 4 points for D'Angelo Stockstill. King Joyner leading the Knights with 8 points. Shot clock is off. Bulldogs will hold for the final shot of the half. Bearing a turnover here. The board trying to force a turnover. They'll bring it down in the corner. Nice look underneath, missed the bunny. Knights tip it ahead. DeBoard's got time. He'll stop. 25-footer, good if it'll go. Count it! Race to Board, knocks it home. And a big 3-ball there by the Frosh. 42-26. Let's take a look at that one on your Grayson Sporting Goods Instant Replay. Really good job there on the turnover. They tip it out to DeBoard. He sees he's got just enough time, launches it through, and buries it. So 42-26 on the Grayson Sporting Goods Instant Replay as we go to the half when we return after this on Kool TV.
Rev up your autumn adventure and refuel at Clark's Pump and Shop. Make a pit stop and treat yourself to our assortment of snacks and drinks. Clark's Pump and Shop has the perfect treats to satisfy your fall cravings. From our seasonal lattes and iced coffees to specialty donuts and desserts. Don't just fuel up your vehicle, fuel your taste buds at Clark's Pump and Shop, your ultimate road companion. Clark's Pump and Shop. Return, refresh, refuel.
If you're looking for a complete discount pharmacy with old-fashioned service and excellent prices, look no more. Since 1979, Stultz Pharmacy has provided our area with the finest in pharmacy care, 24-hour emergency prescription service, free delivery, and drive-through service for prescriptions. Stultz Pharmacy continues to fill all of your expectations. They carry a nice selection of gift items. For hometown service, see the professionals at Stultz Pharmacy in Greenup. More than you expect from a pharmacy.
Stultz Pharmacy.
River Cities Builders is a licensed general contractor specializing in commercial and industrial projects, and they have a history and reputation of providing top-notch expertise through their experienced and devoted workforce. River Cities Builders also is a gas facility maintenance company offering petroleum equipment maintenance and EMV compliant upgrades for smart payment terminals, and they offer 24 hours, 7 days a week emergency service. Call 606-473-4112 or visit rivercitiesbuildersinc.com.
When you have business away from home or a planned event far from your comfort zone, you're probably going to need a little help. Let A&A Porta Potties assist you with all your portable toilet needs. Whether on a construction site, planning for an outdoor wedding, or any other outdoor event, A&A Porta Potties are here to assist you. A&A Porta Potties also rents out storage containers, office containers, cooling fans, tables, and chairs. A&A Porta Potties, there is no event too big or too small for us to accommodate you.
Halftime here in Grayson as the Bulldogs leading the Knights 42-26 as this game right out of the gate, it was all Bulldogs. They led it 12-0 on an Amari Young layup. First points of the ball game comes on a race to board free throw. That made it 12-1. They pushed it out to a 17-point lead as Ty Hurst knocked home a free throw on an and one. That made it 18-1. Make it 19-1 as Hurst made both of those. The Knights cut it down to 9 when Jaden Lloyd buried a triple. That made it 25-16. But a 17-10 run down the stretch and a very much needed 3-ball by race to board to get it to where it is for right now in a 16-point deficit. As DeBoard got loose, they tipped the ball out to him, and with about 1 second to go on the clock, DeBoard buries the triple and cuts it down to 16 as the Knights get into the locker room down 42-26. We'll take a break. We come back. We'll look at our numbers from the first half and get you ready for the second half of action. Knights got some work to do in the second half. Our coverage continues after this on Kool TV.
At First National Bank, we strive to make every person that walks through our doors feel like family. Because to us, you are. For over 120 years, we have lived in and served the families of Kentucky with genuine care through the good times and the bad. Come and see the difference banking with family can truly make for you at any of our 7 locations or visit our website at www.fnbgrayson.com. First National Bank, member FDIC.
When you want real, authentic Mexican menu items, you want Tres Hermanos Nunez. Accept no substitutes. None compares. Fajitas, tacos, burritos, quesadillas, chimichangas, even vegetarian choices. A kids menu, desserts and salads, a tasty, budget-pleasing selection for you and your family, unlike any others. Should be your first and only choice for authentic Mexican all throughout the tri-state. Ashland, Greenup, Grayson, Painesville, Canova, South Point, Olive Hill, and Cannonsburg. Tres Hermanos Nunez, the best around. Kentucky Christian University is a private, nonprofit university located in the beautiful foothills of eastern Kentucky in Grayson. KCU offers both undergraduate and graduate programs, including the Teacher Leader Master of Arts in Education degree. They also have an array of competitive sports. Kentucky Christian University is committed to focusing on Christ while helping students build character and prepare for their future careers. Visit kcu.edu to learn more or to schedule a visit to campus. Not only is State Senator Robin Webb proud to support and congratulate our youth in all their endeavors in and out of the classroom, but your State Senator Robin Webb is also proud to support and work for all the adults in her district. Robin Webb strives to put forth the best for youth and adults alike. Whether it's in Frankfort or here at home in her district, know that Robin Webb puts you first in all of her decisions she makes. State Senator Robin Webb strives harder every day to make Kentucky a better place to work, live, and have fun.
42-26, our score at the half. Bulldogs leading it. Let's take a look at our stats from the first half. Bulldogs shooting at 47% from the field. That's 18 of 38. 33% from beyond the arc, 3 of 9. They're 60% from the charity stripe, 3 of 5. 29 total rebounds. They've turned it over 7 times. And one player in double figures, that's Keyshawn McPherson. For KCU, 27.8% from the field, 10 of 36, 26% on 5 of 19 from beyond the arc. They've only attempted 2 free throws. That was the 2 from Race to Board. He hit 1 of 2. They're 50% at that point. 18 rebounds, 7 turnovers in the opening half. But when you're getting out-rebounded 11, they've given up 6 offensive rebounds. Certainly not shooting it anywhere near as what the opposition is. It makes things a little difficult for what you want to see in your outcome. Only no player in double figures for the Knights. Jalen King Jr. leading the way with 8. We'll do a full numbers rundown when we return after this on Kool TV.
Hello, everyone. I am Rick Clark. Let me introduce you to Carlisle, Annabelle, and Zach.
And as you can tell by these commercials, this family has a lot of fun.
We have a great team here at Clark's.
And we would love for you to join our family.
Whether you're a young person looking for your first job, someone who's looking for extra work, or maybe you're ready to start a career at a growing company, we want to talk to you. To find out more and start the process, go to myclarkspns.com.
Clark's Pump and Shop.
Return.
Refresh.
Refuel.
If you're looking for a complete discount pharmacy with old-fashioned service and excellent prices, look no more. Since 1979, Stultz Pharmacy has provided our area with the finest in pharmacy care, 24-hour emergency prescription service, free delivery, and drive-through service for prescriptions. Stultz Pharmacy continues to fill all of your expectations. They carry a nice selection of gift items. For hometown service, see the professionals at Stultz Pharmacy in Greenup. More than you expect from a pharmacy.
Stultz Pharmacy.
River Cities Builders is a licensed general contractor specializing in commercial and industrial projects, and they have a history and reputation of providing top-notch expertise through their experienced and devoted workforce. River Cities Builders also is a gas facility maintenance company offering petroleum equipment maintenance and EMV compliant upgrades for smart payment terminals, and they offer 24 hours, 7 days a week emergency service. Call 606-473-4112 or visit rivercitiesbuildersinc.com.
When you have business away from home or a planned event far from your comfort zone, you're probably going to need a little help. Let A&A Porta Potties assist you with all your portable toilet needs. Whether on a construction site, planning for an outdoor wedding, or any other outdoor event, A&A Porta Potties are here to assist you. A&A Porta Potties also rents out storage containers, office containers, cooling fans, tables, and chairs. A&A Porta Potties, there is no event too big or too small for us to accommodate you.
(42-26) at the half. Let's take a look at our numbers for the visiting Bulldogs. Leading the way, Keyshawn McPherson with 11. Kobe Pride has 8. Ty Hurst and Jay Reed with 6. Amari Young with 7. That's your starting 5 there. And that's what I was talking about. You look at the way that they contribute to the scoring. It's a very balanced attack. They move the ball very well. They've assisted on 9 of their 18 made baskets. And that's 50% of your made baskets. That's a pretty good number. But they shot it very well in the first half, 47% from the field. Didn't force a lot of threes. I thought the threes they did take, they looked solid. So only 4 points off of the bench. That was from Nashawn Jones, he's a perfect 2 of 2. On the glass, Amari Young, probably the smallest player for the Bulldogs on the floor. He leads the way with 5 rebounds. Jay Reed and Kobe Pride each with 4. For the Knights, Jalen King Jr. with 8 points. Raced aboard with 5 off of the bench, including that big 3 there in the half. Colby Gray with 4 off of the bench. D'Angelo Stockstill has 4. Jalen Lloyd with 3. George Robertson with 2. So the Knights with some work to do in the second half, and that's where we'll take you when we return after this on Kool TV.
At First National Bank, we strive to make every person that walks through our doors feel like family. Because to us, you are. For over 120 years, we have lived in and served the families of Kentucky with genuine care through the good times and the bad. Come and see the difference banking with family can truly make for you at any of our 7 locations or visit our website at www.fnbgrayson.com. First National Bank, member FDIC.
When you want real, authentic Mexican menu items, you want Reyes Hermanos Nunez. Accept no substitutes. None compares. Fajitas, tacos, burritos, quesadillas, chimichangas, even vegetarian choices. A kids menu, desserts and salads, a tasty, budget-pleasing selection for you and your family, unlike any others. Should be your first and only choice for authentic Mexican all throughout the tri-state. Ashland, Greenup, Grayson, Paintsville, Canova, South Point, Olive Hill, and Cannonsburg. Reyes Hermanos Nunez, the best around. Kentucky Christian University is a private, nonprofit university located in the beautiful foothills of eastern Kentucky in Grayson. KCU offers both undergraduate and graduate programs, including the Teacher Leader Master of Arts in Education degree. They also have an array of competitive sports. Kentucky Christian University is committed to focusing on Christ while helping students build character and prepare for their future careers. Visit kcu.edu to learn more or to schedule a visit to campus. Not only is State Senator Robin Webb proud to support and congratulate our youth in all their endeavors in and out of the classroom, but your State Senator Robin Webb is also proud to support and work for all the adults in her district. Robin Webb strives to put forth the best for youth and adults alike. Whether it's in Frankfort or here at home in her district, know that Robin Webb puts you first in all of her decisions she makes. State Senator Robin Webb strives harder every day to make Kentucky a better place to work, live, and have fun.
42-26 at the half as KCU and Tennessee Wesleyan get ready to square off for the second half. Looking ahead at the night schedule, they'll be here Tuesday night. That's a men and women's doubleheader against Reinhardt. The Eagles out of Georgia. 5:30, 7:30 will be your game times. We'll be with you beginning at 5:10 for Countdown to Tip-Off right here on Kool TV. Then the Bluefield game that was supposed to play Thursday night plays this Thursday night. Bluefield was unable to travel due to an illness in the team. So they'll play that game at 6:30, 6:10 Countdown to Tip-Off coverage. Spencer Hutchinson will have the call on that one. Then 2 games before Christmas, they'll go to Wofford and Charleston Southern on December 17th and 21st, respectfully. And then they're off until the turn of the new year, and that'll be January 2nd, a Tuesday night game. That's a men and women's doubleheader right here at Ron Arnett Court against Johnson, Tennessee. Or excuse me, let me pray that again. They go to Johnson, Tennessee. Then they come back home on January 6th against St. Andrews. That game scheduled to tip off at noon. So we'll flip into the court and see if maybe the hot shooting on those rims from that end where Tennessee Wesleyan torched the nets off, see if that'll stay for the Knights here in the second half of play and see if they can get themselves back into this ballgame down 16. And if you're following along with us here on Kool TV and it's your first time there, hit that subscribe button. If you like what you see, give us a thumbs up. Hit that bell there, and each time we put out new material, it'll drop in your notification there with whatever device that you watch with and let you know that there's some new material out there. Be sure to check out our website, Kool1057.com. That's Kool with a K. We've got all of our broadcast schedules right there for you for an ease of finding the upcoming calendar for the team that you wish to follow along with. Stockstill with the board. Lloyd, Robertson, and Northington. That'll be the starting 5 for the Knights. It'll be Young, Pride, Hurst, McPherson, and Reed, starting 5 for the visiting Bulldogs. Basketball into the hands of Stockstill, hands it off to Lloyd. Lloyd curls to the rack, goes back out to Stockstill. Second half here underway. Here, Ron Arnett court. Robertson breaks it through, spins off the left elbow, puts it on the left hand, can't finish. Young comes out of there. He'll feed it off to Reed, and Reed just soft little layup there that draws the Boo Birds from his fellow bench. 44-26. He has 8. Lloyd, nice stop and pop right there as he finishes off the window for 5. Slammed on the brakes there, and then just a little touch off the window. Here's Young in the front court. Bounce pass off to McPherson on the wing. Reed out of the corner, gives it up. 15 on the shot clock. Now Hurst into Pride at the high post. McPherson wants a 3. High arcing shot, left it short. The board battles Hurst for the rebound. He'll race it ahead. Streaking to the basket. Now curls it off the baseline. 60 seconds gone here in the second half. Lloyd with 20 on the shot clock. The board wants it back out on the wing. Lloyd stops, gets through, has that one blocked away as Kobe Pride knocked it out of the way. 3-on-1, and McPherson with a reverse scoop shot there. 13 points for him. He leads the way with all scores. Only player with double-digit scoring thus far in the ball game. Here's the board. Back to Robertson. Robertson spins, lost the basketball. Again, ahead. Reed finishes for 2 more. He has 10. Second player in double figures for the visiting Bulldogs. It's a 20-point lead, the largest of the ball game. Lloyd front court, working on the far sideline, now centers it up. Young, heavy pressure. Out to the corner, dribble drive on the baseline. King Joyner left, or excuse me, Northington left that one short. Now to Hurst. 10-foot pull-up jumper, no. Long rebound out to Lloyd. He'll kick it ahead to DeBoard. DeBoard wants to attack, goes to Stockstill. Out of the corner, 3 balls in the way, no. There's Northington, gets the rebound, goes right up against Pride, raked away, ball tipped out of bounds, and it'll stay with KCU. There's Colby Gray back in, as Robertson will step off. Down by 20 are the Knights. Stockstill on the lob. Now the board. There's a dart in there to Northington. Fadeaway jumper in the lane, front iron short. Reed with a rebound. The Bulldogs, here they come, leading by 20. Nearly stolen away there by Gray. I'll say it was not touched. It goes out of bounds. 8th turnover of the basketball game. Both teams with 8. Knights down 20. Got to find a way to kind of cut into this a little increments at a time. You'd like to get it down to 10 by the 10-minute mark if you can, and then start working from about 7 and then down to 5, and you'd like to have it into a 2-possession game by the time you get it down to 4. Here's the board. Nice little entry pass in there to Stockstill, who with a little turnaround jumper off the window for his 6th. Nice find there by DeBoer to get it to Stockstill. That's what the Knights have to have. No more empty trips. There's a loose ball underneath. Stockstill diving for the loose ball. Feeds it out to Lloyd. Lloyd cut off on the baseline. DeBoer, far side, starts to attack, lost his footing, rolls it back to himself, and then picks it off the hardwood. He's got a lane to the basket, lost it, kicks it out to Northington. Spot up 3, in and out, no good. Take the rim off, the lid off the rim. And the Knights have had some really good looks. It just can't get them to stay home. Here's McPherson. Back to Young. Steps into a wing 3, no. Lloyd with some numbers, a 3-on-2 to DeBoard. DeBoard draws contact, feeds it off now to Lloyd. Lloyd tries to feed it inside to Stockstill, and a whistle and a foul. That was on Amari Young. That's his first, team's first of the half. Northington coming off. Noah Curry checking in. junior out of Henderson, Kentucky, his first action. 3 points, 2 rebounds, and the loss to CIU coming off the bench. Lloyd to trigger in. Breezing it to Stockstill. .15 on the shot clock. Lloyd hemmed up. Throws a dart in there to Stockstill, and he's fouled. That was on Jay Reed. That's his team's second of the half. And that's going to put D'Angelo Stockstill to the free throw line shooting 2. Redshirt sophomore from Inkster, Michigan. 22 points, a season high against Goshen. Had 11 points against Harris Stowe, or 11 rebounds, against Harris Stowe. Only his third game that he's seen action in this season, at least based off of the stats that's on the website. Gets the second one to go home. 7 points for this redshirt sophomore. Here's Pride. Working on Stockstill. Hook shot is up and good. Kobe Pride with 10. Third player in double figures for the visiting Bulldogs. 19-point edge. Here's the board. Nice little crossover and all kinds of contact. And that's on Jay Reed. That's his third. It is. Third team foul. Lob comes into Stockstill, now the board. And Miss Curry there on the block. The board, left wing 3, short. And out of bounds, back to the Bulldogs. Stratton Lavorne back in as Jay Reed and those 3 personal fouls will take a seat. Just over 5 minutes gone here in the second half. 19-point edge for the Bulldogs. They've led it wire to wire. Largest lead of 20. And a carry. And let me correct myself there. 21 was the largest lead. My mistake. It was 42-21 at the largest lead there. Curry takes a handoff. Feeds it back to Gray. Left side 3 on the way. Got it. Colby Gray buries his second triple of the ball game. A full timeout. We're back in 60 seconds on Kool TV.
Rev up your autumn adventure and refuel at Clark's Pump and Shop. Make a pit stop and treat yourself to our assortment of snacks and drinks. Clark's Pump and Shop has the perfect treats to satisfy your fall cravings. From our seasonal lattes and iced coffees to specialty donuts and desserts. Don't just fuel up your vehicle, fuel your taste buds at Clark's Pump and Shop, your ultimate road companion. Clark's Pump and Shop. Return, refresh, refuel.
If you're looking for a complete discount pharmacy with old-fashioned service and excellent prices, look no more. Since 1979, Stultz Pharmacy has provided our area with the finest in pharmacy care, 24-hour emergency prescription service, free delivery, and drive-through service for prescriptions. Stultz Pharmacy continues to fill all of your expectations. They carry a nice selection of gift items. For hometown service, see the professionals at Stultz Pharmacy in Greenup. More than you expect from a pharmacy.
Stultz Pharmacy.
Well, we have a break here. We give some big shout-outs to those tuned in on the stream with us. Don Stockstill and Angela Stockstill, Josiah Price, Brianna, Anthony Evans. Thanks for tuning in and following along with us here on Kool TV. Again, if it's your first time with us here on the channel, hit that subscribe button as we have all of your KCU Knights basketball games, men and women, right here on the exclusive home on Kool TV with the Kool Sports Network. KCU with 3 timeouts remaining. Tennessee Wesleyan with 4. 16-point deficit. They trailed by 21. Mari Young brings his team across the midcourt stripe. Working inside of McPherson, and they'll get Colby Gray on the hold. His team's first of the half. 3 players in double figures for the visiting Bulldogs. Jay Reed has 10. McPherson was the only player in double figures at the break. He has 13. And Colby Pride with 10. And Gray rakes that one away. Knights with some numbers. They feed it up to Stockstill, and he hammers it home. First dunk of the basketball game, and the lead's down to 14. You'll see that one on a highlight reel in a moment. Here's Hurst working on the board. Spins in the lane. Slams on the break. DeBoard knocked that one away. He'll tip it out to Lloyd. Here come the Knights running. Can they build off of that momentum? And then a ball out of bounds as DeBoard can't get there. Here's your Grayson Sporting Goods replay on that feed to Stockstill. Really good job here as they turn and knock it away. Lloyd gets it out into transition. And got the wrong replay there. I think my producer accidentally hit the save button and we just missed the dunk. Young with an answer. Got one job. One job every night, and you miss the biggest one. We've got the dunk. We'll pull it back up later on, but we won't be able to get it in the game. Gray gets free, pulls the trigger. That's off the mark left side. As Curry flies in and tried to pull it back in, but it's knocked out of bounds. 53-36, 13-19 to play in the contest. Jaden Lloyd, the freshman from Lake Wells, Florida. He's going to give up the duties to inbound to Gray. Take it left side, now the board, right in front of his bench. Puts it on the deck. Kicks it to the corner. Spot up 3, got it. Colby Gray has 2 triples in the half, 9 in the ball game. And what was 21 is down to 14. 13 to go in the ball game. Knights trying to mount a comeback in this one. Lavorne has that one knocked away. Stockstill, he'll push it ahead, going right at Pride, draws the contact, slams on the break, turnaround hook shot up, no good. Wesleyan with the basketball. McPherson lost it on the way to the rack. It was knocked out of bounds there by Lloyd, says Nathan Sutton, and it'll stay with the Bulldogs underneath their own bucket. Jay Reed back on with those 3 personal fouls as Lavorne will take a seat. Hurst to trigger in. Does so to Pride on that high post left side. Now Young had a big 3 to answer on that run by the Knights. He'll pull the trigger. That one's off the mark, too stiff. McPherson with an offensive rebound. Feeds it off to Pride. Ball raked away. Knights come out of there with it. Stockstill has his pocket picked by Young. Young, step through. Off the window, no. Hurst, and a foul. As he takes a big spill there, but as Curry wrapped him up. Let's see what the officials come away with this one on. So we get the foul on Noah Curry. That's his first, team second. We'll say it was on the floor before the act of shooting. So just an inbound for the Bulldogs. Hurst on the baseline. Forces him way through there and finishes for his 8th. Strong take there by the junior, and he'll meet Colby Gray at the midcourt stripe wearing that white headband. Here's the board, stops in the keyhole. 16-footer, no. Hurst plucks it off the rim. Knights need to stop here. Young will reset it from the point with 20 seconds on the shot clock. Works off a screen from McPherson. Lloyd chasing him there. There's Pride on the baseline. Turnaround hook shot, Kobe. His 12th of the ball game. 57-39. What was down to 14 is now to 18. 11:20 to go in the ball game. Lloyd loses the dribble, feeds it off to Curry. Curry feeds it up, has it knocked away. Gray wants another 3. Boom! Colby Gray with 4 triples, 3 here in the half. That trims it to 15. Now the Knights need a defensive stop here with some points on the other end. Young being hounded. Lloyd chasing him near sideline, and he loses it out of bounds. 15th turnover of the ball game by the Bulldogs. Curry will take a seat. George Robertson will come back on. Colby Gray 2 points away from tying his season high, which he had 14 the last time out against CIU. Junior out of Bowling Green having himself a nice second half. Here's Lloyd. Back to Stockstill. Wants a three. It's on the way. No. Front iron short. Hurst with the rebound, and he's tripped up. As we'll get that one on Stockstill. That's his first, team's third. Tennessee Wesleyan will bring in a new player that has not been in the ballgame yet, Caleb Millen. Averaging only a minute and a half a game. He finds some time here off the bench. He's got the basketball, streaks to the rack, puts it up way too stiff, but Hurst with a follow can't finish. Lloyd knifing himself into the corner for a Gray three ball. That one won't go. Robertson with a tip back. George Robertson's fourth point. Leads down to 13. A stop and a score, and the Knights have a chance to get it to 10. Here's Hurst. Feet on the baseline, Reed, and he's fouled. Counted and one is Jay Reed with a floater on the baseline for his 12th. And a big answer there for the Bulldogs as we go inside of 10. They got the foul on D'Angelo Stockstill. That's his second, team's fourth. Northington will come on, and the board will step off. Jalen King Joyner returns, as Lloyd will also step out. Amari Young goes to the bench. So Reed with a chance of the three-point play and connects. So his 13th of the ball game. Pushes it back to a 16-point margin. Colby Gray, who's had the hot hand, goes down in the corner and they lose it out of bounds. As King Joyner couldn't corral it in, 11th turnover of the basketball game. Here comes Noah Curry back in for King Joyner. .9:40 to play in regulation. Knights have gotten close, just couldn't get over the hump after digging themselves a huge hole early on. Missed their first 9 shots from the field. Hurst attacks on Curry, stops on the baseline. And a nice feed underneath. Shot won't go down. Robertson tips it out. Curry comes away with it. Northington feeds underneath. Stockstill with all kinds of traffic. Hammered, gets knocked away. Back out to Curry. He'll launch the triple. No. As Stockstill got hammered in the paint. No whistle whatsoever. Coach Charlie Pack letting one of our officials on the far sideline hear it as he walks past him. 9 minutes to go in regulation. Ty Runyon will chase it into the front court. Nearly a turnover in the backcourt, and that should be right here. He's over and back, yes, sir. Official quickly coming up to the midcourt stripe and making the call. Breaking news out of Major League Baseball, Shohei Ohtani is a Los Angeles Dodger. $700 million contract for Ohtani. So he's going to change colors, much like what I thought he would do for quite some time. He's going from that Angels red to the Dodger blue. But the Dodgers tossing out huge money for Shohei Ohtani, $700 million. As the biggest deal in baseball is done. Back underway here. Robertson, left of point. Lobs it inside, looking, trying to get it down to Stockstill. It was double covered, though. Teams trade turnover. Hurst in transition. 3-ball counted and one. And Ty Hurst with a chance at a 3-point or 4-point play. They'll get the foul on Colby Gray, his second, team's fifth. And Ty Hurst, the junior out of Knoxville, 11 points in the game, a chance to make it an even 12 with 6 in each half. Averaging only 8 points a game. And he connects on the free throw. He's a perfect 3 of 3 from that mark tonight. He'll take a seat and hand it off to Nashawn Jones. As I was saying in the pregame show, this team does not have a scorer that's averaging double figures on the year. But they score it at every single position, from players in the starting five to the players that come off the bench. And then a timeout requested as Lloyd lost his footing. And Charlie Pack wants a 30 if he has it. I don't know if he's got it. He's only got a full left. We'll step aside as well. 8:12 to go in the ball game. Back after this on Kool TV.
River Cities Builders is a licensed general contractor specializing in commercial and industrial projects, and they have a history and reputation of providing top-notch expertise through their experienced and devoted workforce. River Cities Builders also is a gas facility maintenance company offering petroleum equipment maintenance and EMV compliant upgrades for smart payment terminals, and they offer 24 hours, 7 days a week emergency service. Call 606-473-4112 or visit rivercitiesbuildersinc.com.
When you have business away from home or a planned event far from your comfort zone, you're probably going to need a little help. Let A&A Porta Potties assist you with all your portable toilet needs. Whether on a construction site, planning for an outdoor wedding, or any other outdoor event, A&A Porta Potties are here to assist you. A&A Porta Potties also rents out storage containers, office containers, cooling fans, tables, and chairs. A&A Porta Potties, there is no event too big or too small for us to accommodate you.
64-44 as the Knights had a chance to get it down to 10. And all of a sudden, a little spurt here by the visiting Bulldogs, and they've got it back out to 20. They've led it by as many as 21. That was here in the second half of action. Out of the timeout. There's Northington. Trying to feed a back door, and DeBoard can't make the hookup, and then we get a tie-up, and then a player takes a spill into the bench area on the far sideline, as that was Nashawn Jones. And it's going to go back to the Bulldogs. So out of the timeout for KCU, it's Robertson, Curry, DeBoard, Lloyd, and Northington. And then Lloyd nearly forcing a turnover in the backcourt as Ty Runyon had a chance of getting it in. Jay Reed joins him along with Caleb Millen, Mari Dombey, and Nashawn Jones. And in transition, Jay Reed tried to trying to shoot it to the gun. It's down in the corner out of your field of view there, but that's the gun that you set up under the basket that kicks you your rebounds. You get a shot. He had a bead on that one. That was the only player that was anywhere in the area of it. Here's Curry out of the left wing. Goes down to Northington. He'll pull the trigger. Three's in and out, no good. Loose ball, still carrying him around. Dombey comes away with it. Now Runyon will pinch it ahead. 7.5 to play in regulation. Jones out of the left corner. Finger roll, good, and one. Nashawn Jones is 6th point of the ball game. Look at that one on Noah Curry, his second, team's 6th. So the next foul on the Knights will have the Bulldogs shooting bonus. Jay Reed takes a seat. Back on is Carradine Hardwick. Curry comes off, and King Joyner returns. 66-44. 22-point lead. It's the largest it's been. Free throw no good. And another offensive rebound by the Bulldogs. They're 11th of the contest. They're out-rebounding KCU by 15, 45-30. Little reverse scoop shot there. Should have finished with the left hand, used the right. Ball still won't go home. Lloyd has it in transition. He'll race it ahead. Hardwick tries to slow him down. And the Knights, helter-skelter, coughing up for the 13th time this afternoon. Robertson and Northington will sit. Curry and Stockstill back in. Just inside of 7 minutes to play in the ball game. 22-point lead for the Bulldogs. Trying to pick up win number 4 in their first game on the road that they've been victorious, and this will be their 6th try this season. Hardwick hands it off to Jones on the near side, 20 on the shot clock. Dombey wants it on the post. They feed it to him, puts it on the deck. Soft little hook shot's good. His first points of the ball game. 24-point lead now. Lloyd steps through, draws contact, and finishes. Jaden Lloyd with 7. Knights are going to try to run and jump. Curry forces the turnover. Out in transition, lost it on the way up. And then Runyon grabbed it and threw it off the backside of Curry, and it'll go back to the Bulldogs. A legal play there. Kind of a heads-up play there by Runyon as well. Jones from the left corner. Gets it back, and a foul underneath as they'll get that one on Dombey. That's his second, team's 4th, as he got him on a clothesline. So the offensive foul there will force the 18th turnover of the basketball game for the Bulldogs. 5:48 to play in regulation. Knights still searching for their first home win. 3-ball left side, good. Curry makes it rain from the left wing. Jones will slow it down. Dombey has it taken away by Stockstill, and then they'll get Dombey on the hold. That's his 3rd. Team's 5th. KCU still with 2 timeouts remaining. Tennessee Wesleyan has 4. Possession arrow favors KCU in the event of a tie-up. Stockstill left of point. Throws a dart underneath. 3-ball Curry won't go home. Loose ball underneath. Lloyd diving for it. Curry just gave him a throat chop, diving for the ball and got his own player. But the tie-up and the alternating arrow will favor KCU, so they'll maintain possession. Curry came flying in as he went to dive for it. Lloyd had wrapped it up, and he caught him across the throat. We'll bring the little mop out to make certain everything's good on the floor before we go back underway here. Hat tip to our crew here this afternoon. Felicia Collier, executive producer, and Cam Bryan up top on the cameras. Happy to have everyone here along with us here on Kool TV. Again, back with you Tuesday night for a men and women's doubleheader. Reinhardt coming up. DeBoard, 3-ball, no. Lloyd with our long rebound. Lloyd spins, slams on the break, feeds it off to Stockstill. He can't handle it. Numbers out ahead. Curry forces the deflection, and then King Joyner with a steal. DeBoard wants it. DeBoard feeds it off to Stockstill. Stockstill goes up for the hammer dunk and gets fouled on the way up. He'll shoot 2. Nice feed there by DeBoard as Dombey will pick up his 4th, team 6, so bonus the rest of the way. As D'Angelo Stockstill will go to the line and shoot 2. 1 of 2 from that mark here this evening. First one's on the way, front iron short. One more for the redshirt sophomore. Here comes Darius Rozier. As he'll check in and will replace Emmanuel Dobby. Also in is Luke Burrows replacing Jones. So I think Ray Stone has played every single player that he brought with him here this evening. Stockstill second free throw, in and out, no good. Rebound Rozier. 68-49, 4.5 coming up on this possession. Millen nearly had it taken away. Stockstill fights for the rebound. He'll push it ahead. Out to the corner, Curry in transition. 3-ball, up and up, no good. King Joyner tried to tip it to himself. It's on the baseline and a tie-up and a reach-in foul. That was on Noah Curry, his third. That's the team's 7th. So we'll go to the other end and shoot one of the bonus. Out in transition, Runyon into the corner. Burrows for 3, no. Curry stops off the Lloyd. Here's the board into the lane. Tried to feed it out to Curry in the corner and it's raked out of bounds. Both teams should have 16 fouls. Don't pay attention to the scoreboard. Here's the board. Long 2 from the baseline. No good. Ball tipped around. Stockstill comes away with it. Spinner off the glass. No, but he's fouled. They'll get that one on Rozier, his first team 7th. Still can't get the first one to stay home. Missed both on the last trip there. Colby Gray back in for Noah Curry. Stockstill gets the second one home. He has 10 points in the ball game. Nice trying to turn up the pressure in the backcourt. Millen races it home, feeds it off to Burrow, and Burrow gets his first point of the contest. Leads back to 20. Gray stops, top of the key, off to DeBoard. DeBoard finds a lane, floater, left side's good. Race DeBoard with his first point since that big 3 to close the first half. Nice trying to force a turnover in the backcourt, and they do so. Here's King Joyner, floater in the lane, count it. He has 10. 3 minutes to play. Millen beats the press. In the lane, goes to the left hand, no good. Stockstill, he's got a wide open DeBoard. DeBoard, finger roll, good. And a quick timeout by Ray Stone. Full timeout, back in 60 seconds on Kool TV.
At First National Bank, we strive to make every person that walks through our doors feel like family. Because to us, you are. For over 120 years, we have lived in and served the families of Kentucky with genuine care through the good times and the bad. Come and see the difference banking with family can truly make for you at any of our 7 locations or visit our website at www.fnbgrayson.com. First National Bank, member FDIC.
When you want real, authentic Mexican menu items, you want Tres Hermanos Nunez. Accept no substitutes. None compares. Fajitas, tacos, burritos, quesadillas, chimichangas, even vegetarian choices. A kids menu, desserts, and salads. A tasty, budget-pleasing selection for you and your family, unlike any others. Should be your first and only choice for authentic Mexican all throughout the tri-state. Ashland, Greenup, Grayson, Paintsville, Canova, South Point, Olive Hill, and Cannonsburg. Tres Hermanos Nunez, the best around.
.246 to play in regulation. Knights down by 14, 70-56 here to Tennessee Wesleyan. James Carr, happy to have you along with us here on Kool TV. As Ray Stone burns a timeout there to try to settle some things down. As the Knights picked up the energy a little bit. But this Bulldogs team, they have shot it very well from the field today, nearly 45%. Now KCU's going to try to run and jump. Burrows looks at the tie-up, and they'll get the hold there on Race to Board. That's his second team's. I'm going to double check. I have 8. They have it 7 on the board. But we'll double check here. Either way, it's bonus, as Burrows will shoot 1+. Misses the free throw, but Rozier with a push-off. So the 8th team foul on the Bulldogs. And we'll go to the other end and shoot one of the bonus for KCU. So Jaden Lloyd. Lloyd's free throw up, no good. And then a jump ball. It'll stay with TMU. Or TW, excuse me. And then a foul, and we're going to shoot a lot of free throws, I think, coming up the stretch. So we'll go to the other end. And Ty Runyon will go to the line for one of the bonus. Lloyd was called for the foul, his second. Gets the first. Runyon, an 89% free throw shooter on the season. Averaging 3.5 points, just under 2 rebounds. Freshman out of Athens, Tennessee. One more for the Frosh, and he rattles that one home. 71-56. 2:30 to play in regulation. Handoff to Board. He'll pull the trigger. Three's on the way is good. His second triple of the game. 72-59, leads down to 13. It was out to 22 at one point. A little slip screen there as Burrows gets his 4th point. Excuse me, Lawrence's lead was at 24. Here's the Board, working on Burrows, and we'll get a foul on Burrows. It's his first, team's 9th. So Race to Board. One in the bonus. Gets that one more. 14 for the Board. Misses the second one. 2 for 4 from the charity stripe for the Board today. 75% free throw shooter, and then a carry by Peyton West on the turnover. So 1:43 left to play. Arrow favors KCU. Again, you don't have to have a 3 here, but you need points. No empty trips. DeBoard wants a 3. He lets that one go and gets it to rattle home. His third triple of the ball game, and the lead's down to 11. 90 seconds to play, and a foul on KCU. That's on Lloyd, his third, team's 9th. So Peyton West, 1+. 84.2% free throw shooter. Gets the first one to go. 75-63. One more for the junior, and he connects. 13-point lead. DeBoard wants it. Step back 3. He's filling it. 3 triples for DeBoard. It's down to 10. His 4th of the ball game. 3 coming here in the half. Knights trying to get a turnover at midcourt. Rozier. West calls for it. 15 on the shot clock. Lloyd comes out and plays heavy pressure on him. And West takes a big spill to the deck as they'll get that one on. Not certain who they called that one on against. Oh, they'll get that one on Stockstill, my mistake. So the 10th team foul on KCU, so we're double bonus the rest of the way now. Free throw is up is good. And it should be double bonus direct. The scoreboard still shows 8 for TWU, but I have them with 9. And I do not believe I missed a foul. And my numbers on my sheet doesn't not add up either. But either way, West hits the both and cuts it or makes it a 12-point lead. Here's the board. Trying to feed that one in and had it knocked away. So now let's see if the Knights will try to run and jump and calls the foul, and the board will be called for the reach in. That's his 3rd. So we'll go double bonus for Burrows. (78-66), trying to overcome a 24-point deficit. It proved to be a little bit too much. Burrows flips the first one up there, and a flat shot doesn't stay home. Knights missed their first 9 shots out of the game tonight. Burrows' second one finds its mark and pushes it back to 13. Here's Lloyd. Step back 3, left side, no. Rebound underneath by Rozier. Just about a second between the game clock and the shot clock. Rozier racing into the front court. Lloyd picks his pocket. He's got a 2-on-1, attacks, and finishes. So shot clock is off. 79-68, and Stockstill will reach out and grab Millen, and Millen will go to the line and shoot 2. Stay tuned with us after the game. We've got post-game coverage coming up of this one. We'll talk with head coach Charlie Peck. You look at, you break this game down first half, second half. KCU's outscored Tennessee Wesleyan 42-37. But just in too big of a hole out of the gate, missing your first 9 shots, including going 0 for 5 from beyond the arc. KCU 34.7% from the field, 26 of 75. The Bulldogs 31 of 68. Rozier, fadeaway jumper air ball, but a follow there by Hardwick. 7 seconds to play. The board will come across the midcourt stripe. Long-range jumpers on the way, no, and that's your ball game. Final score, 81-68. Post-game when we return after this on Kool TV.
Rev up your autumn adventure and refuel at Clark's Pump and Shop. Make a pit stop and treat yourself to our assortment of snacks and drinks. Clark's Pump and Shop has the perfect treats to satisfy your fall cravings. From our seasonal lattes and iced coffees to specialty donuts and desserts. Don't just fuel up your vehicle, fuel your taste buds at Clark's Pump and Shop, your ultimate road companion. Clark's Pump and Shop. Return, refresh, refuel.
If you're looking for a complete discount pharmacy with old-fashioned service and excellent prices, look no more. Since 1979, Stultz Pharmacy has provided our area with the finest in pharmacy care, 24-hour emergency prescription service, free delivery, and drive-through service for prescriptions. Stultz Pharmacy continues to fill all of your expectations. They carry a nice selection of gift items. For hometown service, see the professionals at Stultz Pharmacy in Greenup. More than you expect from a pharmacy.
Stultz Pharmacy.
River Cities Builders is a licensed general contractor specializing in commercial and industrial projects, and they have a history and reputation of providing top-notch expertise through their experienced and devoted workforce. River Cities Builders also is a gas facility maintenance company offering petroleum equipment maintenance and EMV compliant upgrades for smart payment terminals, and they offer 24 hours, 7 days a week emergency service. Call 606-473-4112 or visit rivercitiesbuildersinc.com.
When you have business away from home or a planned event far from your comfort zone, you're probably going to need a little help. Let A&A Porta Potties assist you with all your portable toilet needs. Whether on a construction site, planning for an outdoor wedding, or any other outdoor event, A&A Porta Potties are here to assist you. A&A Porta Potties also rents out storage containers, office containers, cooling fans, tables, and chairs. A&A Porta Potties, there is no event too big or too small for us to accommodate you.
81-68, your final score here in this one as we welcome you back here to Ron Arnett Court. James Carr, happy to have you along with us here. In just a second, we'll get Coach Charles Pack joining us here for some quick words. And Coach, I don't know if your headset's working. I think, is your ears good? Usually that one's always messed up. But tell the two halves here in this basketball game. You dug yourself a big hole there in the first half. What was the message going in? You got the big three ball there by race to get in the locker room, but what was the message there at halftime that kind of got you guys going?
We just talked about being prepared to play every single minute of every single day, just attack the day. They didn't do anything different than we didn't go through in our walkthrough this morning. We just we talked about matching their physicality and energy and coming out, and we just didn't do those things early. And when you play good teams, and I mean that team just beat U-Pike last week, this week, and you come out against good teams and dig yourself an 18-point hole. We just battled that 18 points from the start from all night. So, you know, we had some moments where we played well, and we had some moments where we didn't play so well.
Two numbers that jumped out at me on the stat sheet when I was looking at the final stats. You got out-rebounded by 20 rebounds. You shot the free throws from 36%. When you're playing from behind and you're 20-plus at your deficit, those are two numbers that really put you in a bad position.
Yes, that was part of our game plan. Was we talked about limiting them to 6 or less offensive rebounds. They had that in the first half. And then, you know, the foul shooting thing has been kind of Achilles heel for us all season. We're shooting. Guys are making at least 20 at the end of every practice, plus we're shooting during practice. So it's just we can't go out and do those things. My kids battle hard, though. We're young. I mean, we start 3 freshmen. My center's a sophomore, but it's really his first year of really high-level minutes. So I'm proud of my guys. I love this team. I just got to do a better job of getting them prepared and ready to play. And I think come January, February, we'll be a tough out. So
let's talk about some of your guys that were big for you. DeBoard really got things going there, especially late. 6 points there in the first half, but that big three to build off of there to go to the locker room. How big was that in the game? The kind of the whole grand scheme of things.
You know, it gave us a chance. It gave us a fighter's chance. It gave us a little momentum going into the half. Race has been playing really well. I think he had 20 last game against CIU. You know, number 1 team in the conference. We felt like we were kind of making some progress. Played them to a 4-point game here, and felt like we were coming in with a lot of confidence here today. And I didn't have those guys ready. I didn't have them fired up enough to really match Tennessee Wesleyan's mentality early. So that's on me.
Colby Gray, he was big for you, 4 threes in the ballgame, 3 there in the second half. It seemed like every time that you guys made a little run, it was him starting it.
Yeah, Kobe, he's a JUCO junior from Motlow State, and he's come in and I talk about every time you step on the floor is a job interview for us, and it's just taken me some time to build trust in him through practice, through the minutes he didn't get in games, and so he's done that. And to his credit, the last 2 games he's got more minutes, and he's produced the last 2 games. So we feel really confident in Kobe. He's capable of getting really hot and filling up the stat sheet. So, like I said, we got some guys that can do some things. We have one returner that played significant minutes from last year, and he's hurt right now. So, we miss his leadership and stuff as well a little bit. But it's also letting guys figure their role out and those type things as well. So
D'Angelo seemed like he kind of started finding his footing there in the second half, and he's really got inside, started beating around on the post.
Yeah, so he comes from he played on the perimeter a lot, so his footwork is phenomenal. But I think we've almost made his footwork too good at times. Instead of just powering up through guys and going and finishing, sometimes he'll do a little extra footwork, and we're just like, go strong, go through his chest. So, but he's learning every single day. He's a great kid, and he's gonna be tough to handle in this conference the next 3 years, I think. So he works. He comes to work every day. He comes to practice to work. He does his own individuals. He does individuals with me. So I have no doubt he's going to continue to prove, and this basketball team is going to continue to improve.
You get a quick turnaround. You've got Reinhardt coming in here Tuesday, and then Bluefield on Thursday. So a busy week for you guys, but again, you turn around, you got a really good Reinhardt team coming in.
Yeah, Reinhardt's going to be haven't had a chance to watch a lot of tape because we thought we had Bluefield Wednesday, then we thought we had him Thursday. So we started watching tape on Bluefield and Tennessee Wesleyan. We'll go home tonight, and I'll start breaking down film of Reinhardt. We'll have a day of prep on Monday. We'll go through our offensive stuff that we think can hurt them, and then Tuesday pregame we'll go through all their stuff and hopefully be prepared and come out and just not dig ourselves a big hole, and I think we'll be fine. That's kind of been our thing all year, is trying to find some energy. Today we had some different guys in the starting lineup for different reasons. Felt like that took us out of our rhythm a little bit. But we get those things lined out, I think we'll be fine going forward.
Coach, we'll see you Tuesday night. Appreciate it, my friend.
All right, thank you. Thank you for your time.
Coach Charlie Pack joining us here in postgame. We'll take our final break. We come back, we'll look at our numbers and wrap it up here from Grayson. 81-68, your final. Postgame continues after this on Kool TV.
At First National Bank, we strive to make every person that walks through our doors feel like family. Because to us, you are. For over 120 years, we have lived in and served the families of Kentucky with genuine care through the good times and the bad. Come and see the difference banking with family can truly make for you at any of our 7 locations, or visit our website at www.fnbgrayson.com. First National Bank, member FDIC.
When you want real, authentic Mexican menu items, you want Tres Hermanos Nunez. Accept no substitutes. None compares. Fajitas, tacos, burritos, quesadillas, chimichangas, even vegetarian choices. A kids menu, desserts, and salads. A tasty, budget-pleasing selection for you and your family, unlike any others. Should be your first and only choice for authentic Mexican all throughout the tri-state. Ashland, Greenup, Grayson, Paintsville, Canova, South Point, Olive Hill, and Cannonsburg. Tres Hermanos Nunez, the best around. Kentucky Christian University is a private, nonprofit university located in the beautiful foothills of eastern Kentucky in Grayson. KCU offers both undergraduate and graduate programs, including the Teacher Leader Master of Arts in Education degree. They also have an array of competitive sports. Kentucky Christian University is committed to focusing on Christ while helping students build character and prepare for their future careers. Visit kcu.edu to learn more or to schedule a visit to campus. Not only is State Senator Robin Webb proud to support and congratulate our youth in all their endeavors in and out of the classroom, but your State Senator Robin Webb is also proud to support and work for all the adults in her district. Robin Webb strives to put forth the best for youth and adults alike. Whether it's in Frankfort or here at home in her district, know that Robin Webb puts you first in all of her decisions she makes. State Senator Robin Webb strives harder every day to make Kentucky a better place to work, live, and have fun.
Final score 81-68. Let's take a look at our final stats in this one. For the Bulldogs, 45% from the field, 29% from beyond the arc, 63% free throw shooting. They out-rebounded KCU today 58-38. They were forced to they turned it over 23 times this afternoon, but they could not didn't get them in a big pickle, but again, 20 rebounds more than your opposition is huge, and 17 of those on the offensive glass. So that's a big number to jump out. 19 assists on 32 made baskets. This team is averaging only 12 assists per contest coming into the game. For KCU there, 34% from the field, 31% from long range, 36%, 4 of 11 from free throw shooting. That's a tough night no matter where you are, no matter what level you're in as well. Scoring looks like this. 5 players finish in double figures for the visiting Bulldogs, Jay Reed and Keyshawn McPherson with 13 each. Kobe Pry, Ty Hurst with 12. Amari Young finishes with 10. Race DeBoard leads the way for the Knights off the bench with 19. Colby Gray dumps in 13. Jalen King-Joyner with 10, and D'Angelo Stockstill with 10 as well. So the Knights will fall to 3-7 on the year. They'll go to 1-5 in conference play. Tennessee Wesleyan moves to 4-6, 4-5 in conference play, and more importantly, pick up their first road win of the 23-24 season. That's going to do it for us here tonight. Again, we'll be back with you on Tuesday at 5:10 on Countdown to Tip-Off with Reinhardt for men and women's basketball right here on Kool TV. And then on Thursday, it'll be the men back here at 6:30 against Bluefield. Again, all those games right here on your exclusive home for Knights Athletics. For Felicia Collier and Cam Bryan and all the great folks here at Kentucky Christian University, I'm James Collier saying good night, and thanks for tuning in here on Kool TV.
Thank you for watching another KCU Knights basketball broadcast live on Kool TV. This broadcast of Kentucky Christian University basketball has been an exclusive sports presentation of the Kool Sports Network and Kool TV.